Let's learn Docker by solving a real problem. Ready? Let's dive in. Here's our problem. I have a very simple HTML file, just a greeting message inside. I want to open this page in my browser, just like a normal website. But if I type localhost, nothing happens. So what do we need to make this work? We need a tool that can serve this HTML file to the browser. That tool is called a web server. Not a physical server, but software, a program that takes your HTML and delivers it to the browser over the network. There are many web servers out there. For example, Apache, one of the oldest, and Nginx, lightweight and super fast. So, back to our problem. We need a web server. Let's use Nginx. First, I'll check if it's installed. Let's install it. Now, I'll copy my HTML file into the Nginx web folder. And now, our HTML file is served.
So what just happened? When I installed Nginx, it created a default web directory at var www.html. That's the place Nginx looks into for files to serve. I copied my own index.html file into that directory, and when I typed localhost in the browser, Nginx picked up my file and showed the greeting page.
Great. All right, let's do the same task, but this time using Docker. First, let's check if Docker's installed. Yes, it's already installed. To serve this file with Docker, I'll create a file called dockercompose.yml. Inside it, I'll write a simple configuration. Services, Nginx, use the Nginx image, map my local port 8000 to port 80 inside the container, and mount my current folder into the Nginx web root. Okay, that's it. Now let's start it. Done. Let's open the browser and check. There it is. My greeting page is being served again.
Okay, now let's see what happens when we run this command. Docker compose up-d. So when we run this command, Docker looks for our docker compose.yml file. Then Docker starts reading this file line by line and follows the instructions we wrote inside. The first important line is image Nginx. When Docker sees this line, Docker goes to the internet and downloads Nginx image from Docker Hub. It is an online library where these images are stored and shared. After downloading the Nginx image from there, Docker runs this image. It creates a container.
A container is the running version of an image. You can think of a container as a tiny operating system inside your computer. It has its own environment, its own ports, and its own files. So it is like a small, separate computer running only one job, in this case, running Nginx for us. The next line is ports 8000:80. This means connect port 8000 on my real computer to port 80 inside the container. So when we open the browser and type localhost:8000, the request goes directly into the container to port 80 where Nginx is listening. Now let's look at volumes. This line connects two folders. On the left side, // we have our project folder on our computer.
On the right side is the web folder inside the Nginx container. This connection means whatever files we put in our computer's folder, the container can also see them inside its Nginx folder. So when the browser asked for index.html, Nginx found the file inside its folder, but in reality, it was our file from our computer. Finally, Nginx sends the file back, and the browser displays it.